It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Monarchs and the Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Oh, Cooper with a nice grab. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Monarchs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd and 7. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Ashton Davis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mike 52.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Monarchs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To the air again, Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short,
it got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Ross to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second down and goal. Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Monarchs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play here for Dallas. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Monarchs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Prescott on first down, able to get away. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Prescott from the gun. Outright completes it to Jarwin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Jarwin.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Rodgers looking to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on second down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Here we go.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.